10 seconds po.
Okay.
6, 5, 4, 2, pasok Sir King.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the STEPS Virtual Post-Conference 2021. Please rise for the opening prayer, to be followed immediately by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Ang ganda ng buhay, mahal kong Diyos. Sana papuri sa'yo'y tunay na malubos. Nais kong mabuhay sa mundong kay ganda, na dinadakila'y pangalan mo tuwi na.
Mahal naming Ama, kami po ay humihingi ng iyong patnubay at tulong sa aming pag-aaral. Gabayan mo po kami at bigyan ng karunungan na maunawaan ang aming mga aralin. Tulungan mo po kami na magsikap at magtiga sa aming pag-aaral upang mabigyang halaga ang pagsisikap at pagnanais ng aming mga magulang na makapagtapos kami ng pag-aaral. Nawa ay pagkalooban mo po kami ng matalas na kaisipan, magandang kalusugan, determinasyon sa pag-aaral, at karunungan sa pagpili ng tamang landasin sa buhay. Lahat po ng ito ay hinihiling namin sa ngalan ng iyong anak, na si Jesucristo na aming Panginoon. Amen.
Ikaw nang bahala sa amin, Ama, at sa mga araw na darating pa. Dalangin namin ay pagpalain mo sana. Ikaw ang pag-ibig namin at pag-asa.
Panginoon, basbasan mo po ang lahat ng mga magulang ng biyaya ng kakayanan at karunungan upang maging kaaya-ayang mga tagapangalaga ng iyong dakilang biyaya, ang aming mga anak na iyong ipinagkatiwala. Sa gitna ng mga pagsubok na aming nararanasan ngayon, isinusuko naming lahat sa iyo ang aming mga takot at pangamba, at naway punuin mo ang aming puso at isipan ng kagandahan at kaligayahang ibinibigay ng buhay. Salamat po sa biyaya ng pasensya at ligaya upang kami ay maging huwaran ng iyong pagmamahal, kabaitan at kapatawaran sa aming mga anak at sa aming komunidad. Lagi nawa kaming maging tapat sa iyo. Ikaw na po ang bahala. Matupad ang iyong kalooban. Hinihiling namin ito sa ngalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Ikaw nang bahala sa amin, Ama, at sa mga araw na darating pa. Tanging sa'yo lamang hihingi ng awa sa bawat sandali. Ikaw na
batid mo po ang sakripisyo at paghihirap ng mga guro, lalong-lalo na sa panahong ito na nag-iba na ang mga paraan sa pagbibigay edukasyon sa mga mag-aaral. Naway patuloy mong palakasin at patatagin ang aming loob. Gabayan mo po kami, lalong-lalo na ang mga nakararanas ng pagsubok dahil sa mga limitasyong dulot ng new normal. Naway patuloy naming magampanan ng buong puso at matiwasay ang aming sinumpaang tungkulin bilang mga guro. Ito ay hinihiling namin sa ngalan ni Jesus na aming Panginoon at dakilang Pastol. Amen.
Makulay ang buhay, mahal kong Diyos. Sana pagmamahal mo sa mundo'y bumuhos. Salamat Salamat sa pag-ibig na nasa puso ko. Salamat sa buhay na galing sa'yo.
Ama naming makapangyarihan at mapagmahal, tinipon mo po kami sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus. Itong nakaraang taon, iba't ibang suliranin at pagsubok ang aming naranasan. Subalit sa iyong ngalan, Panginoon, ang mga ito ay aming nalampasan. Sa gabing ito, kami ay iyong gabayan sa pagtalakay ng iba't ibang paksa upang maitaguyod ng maayos ang aming mga adhikain. Bilang tagapagtaguyod, kami naway iyong patnubayan at bigyang linaw ang kaisipan para sa ikagaganda ng aming gawain ngayon. Bigyan niyo po kami ng sapat na lakas at karunungan upang maibahagi namin ang lahat ng aming makakaya sa aming mga mag-aaral, mga magulang, sa aming mga kapwa-guro at sa aming mga kasama sa pagtitipon na ito. Ang lahat ng ito ay aming hinihiling sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus.
Ikaw
Amen.
nang bahala sa amin, Ama, at sa mga araw na darating pa. Dalangin namin ay pagpalain mo sana. Ikaw ang pag-ibig namin at pag-asa. Ikaw nang bahala sa amin, Ama, at sa mga araw na darating pa. Tanging sa'yo lamang hihingi ng awa sa bawat sandali. Ikaw na ang bahala.
Panginoon naming Diyos, mahal naming Ama, labis po akong nagpapasalamat sa inyong walang hanggang pagmamahal at biyaya na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin, lalong higit ang biyaya ng kalusugan at pagkakaisa at paggabay sa amin sa araw-araw. Sa mga oras na ito, itinataas ko po sa inyo ang lahat ng mga batang mag-aaral, 10 ng kanilang mga pamilya at mahal sa buhay, kasama ang lahat ng mga guro at ang lahat ng mga taong naging sandalan namin upang maitawid namin ng matiwasay ang isang taong pagsasama-sama sa pagtuklas ng karunungan sa gitna ng pandemya. Panginoon, naway pagkaisahin mo ang aming mga puso at isipan upang sama-sama naming malagpasan ang lahat ng pagsubok na amin pa pong haharapin. Naway gabayan mo po kami na may sa katuparan namin ang mga adhikain at ang mga nakaambang na gawain sa darating na bakasyon bilang paghahanda sa muling pagbubukas ng pasukan. Ikaw na po ang bahala sa amin, Ama. Kami po ay patuloy na nananalig at sumasampalataya na kami po ay inyong diringgin sa aming mga panalangin. Sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus, ang aming Panginoon at takapagligtas. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama at ang Anak at ang Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Ikaw nang bahala sa amin, Ama, at sa mga araw na darating pa. Tanging sa'yo lamang hihingi ng awa sa bawat sandali. Ikaw na ang bahala. Sa bawat sandali, ikaw na ang bahala.
Ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Hayang maging
Good evening. My name is King, and this is Steps TV News Center, bringing you only the news that matter. Today's top story: St. Therese Private School holds its end of the school year post-conference with parents. Holding a post-conference with the parents weeks before the school year ends has been an annual practice of the school, even in the old normal. The post-conference is the very last interaction between the school and the parents before the school closes the current school year and in anticipation of the coming new one. In the post-conference, the school lays down all its plans for the coming year. These plans cover the academics, non-academics, homeschool partnership, and all other matters pertaining to the children's schooling. The conference is divided into segments, each one discussed by an administrator, including the president of the school. The segments are retained, where activities that are already in place, existing, and are actually working and beneficial to the students, their parents, and the school will be discussed in details. And then we have improved, the segment where activities that are already in place and existent are tweaked just a little bit more and improved so that they will work better for all the education stakeholders. In the segment Explore, an administrator discusses all the things, activities, and new innovations that might be applied and implemented in the new school year if proven to be apt, crucial, and will help the Teresian children achieve excellence. Other segments like homeschool partnership, summer programs, and other matters are included in the Postcon. All the questions that our old parents still have, and especially the new parents who plan to enroll their children in St. Therese Private School, might just be answered by this post-conference. Before we proceed with the segments in each speaker, let me just give you these very important dates that everybody should know. April 28 to 30 is a 3-day Parent-Teacher Conference, or PTC, but this only involves parents whose children have concerns. The class advisors will discuss the overall academic performance, including the behavior of their children and other similar concerns, with the parents involved. Also on April 30, you may catch the premiere showing of the dance, music, and other videos submitted by Teresian parents and students for the Creatively Challenging the Challenges of Time, or CCC Part 2. You can watch the full show via the school's Facebook. The last day of classes this year is April 30th, but the remaining activities for the school year go beyond this date. May 8th is scheduled for the viewing of the students' report cards, whose copy will be sent to the parents via email. May 17th will be the announcement of the honor students for grade 6. May 17th is also the start of enrollment for school year 2021-2022. You can avail of the 2020-2020 back-to-back rebates on tuition fees, books, summer programs, and the loyalty rebate for our STEPS kindergarten graduates enrolling as first graders in our school. Details of the 2020-2020 back-to-back rebate will also be posted on the school's Facebook page. May 24 and 25, all academic and content awardees for the third trimester only will receive their certificates via email. These days will also be the distribution of diplomas, including the toga and graduation cap for the graduating students, certificates, and the award medals for the graduates and other awardees in other grade levels. May 29 is the online Moving Up for Kindergarten, Recognition Day for Preschool Department in grades 1 to 5, and Graduation Day for grade 6. June 1 to 5 is the issuance of our printed final report cards and other important documents for all grade levels. June 16 to 29 are allotted for the summer class programs and remediation classes. Last week of July is the tentative date for the formal opening of classes in STEPS. These important dates will be posted on the school's official Facebook page. Meanwhile, the post-conference for parents begins with a short message from the STEP School President herself, Mrs. Thelma Go.
Good evening, everyone. It is such a bittersweet moment to be here before you as we conclude another school year. I encourage everyone watching, please give yourself a pat on your back. You deserve it. We all deserve it. I know it has been said many times, but this pandemic has really changed so much for all of us. I am pointing it out again to highlight just how much we have accomplished, how well we adjusted given the circumstances. Everyone here in school, we are forced to adapt to online distance learning and adjust to the needs of our individual as situation at home. Indeed, it was not easy, especially at the start. But now that we have completed a whole school year, I want you to realize what we have gone so far. But before I will continue, let me bring you back the time we had during our orientation. Let's all watch this.
Playing na po yung video.
Show you a glimpse of what's in store for all of us in this academic year. Connectivity. We have faced connectivity issues at one time or another. But one thing is certain. Now that your children are at the comforts of your home, our teachers are safely housed in school, the homeschool connection is valued and trusted, then education must continue.
Number 2, support group. It's a support group of the student at home and its sustainability. It will be a challenge to sustain a program and to keep the students engaged and motivated in the absence of face-to-face learning for one school year. Third, the learning impact. It will be a challenge to gauge the impact of distance learning to your children at the end of the school year, especially assessing the competencies needed to move up to a higher level. But rest assured that the school will strive to make every learning opportunity count, and that the goal is to produce students who are more qualified to be promoted to the next level following the school year. Those 3 issues I've mentioned are only some of the many challenges I can personally predict that we and all of us will be facing. For those of you who attended our orientation before we formally start our classes last August, I made mention and even predicted 3 major challenges that we will be facing. Parents, allow me to bring it back here tonight. Connectivity. True enough, we experienced connectivity issues during our early months of our school operation. But right after we migrated our web hosting to Amazon, it has improved a lot. The need to upgrade our internet connection to not just 1, but 2, and even more, we survived. Number 2, support group of the students at home and sustainability. I am proud to say that our children are lucky enough to have parents besides them to provide the support and assistance they need in their studies. I commend you, parents, and my dear students, for a job well done. I thank you for giving our school, St. Teresa's Private School, and its teachers and administrative staff the pleasure of being on this learning journey with you. 3, the learning impact. If I were to underscore the performance of our learners because of the 3 support of the 3 most important people whom we, our school, collectively calls the triangle in education, or the tie, are the teachers, the parent, and the student played its major role to make education happen. I congratulate each one of us for reaching this far. We may not be all students, but we learn a lot from each other. Learning never stops. It's never ending. Learning to know, learning to do, learning to be, and learning to work together is something that we need to prioritize right now. I believe that for our students to be successful, which can only be achieved when Theresian teachers, parents, and students work together, anchoring every activity and effort in our schools four C's: communication, collaboration, cooperation, and commitment. Let me walk you through one step at a time. Communication. I am proud to say we are successful in this. We embrace all means of communication to keep us connected. After all, we are living in this digital generation. Next is collaboration. Because majority of our community here in St. Therese is ready for online learning, collaboration among us is quite satisfactory. Next is cooperation and commitment. This is something we need to work out, or shall I say, a need to revisit, review, refocus, and rebuild our commitment from one another. Parents, to all of you who are listening right now, you will understand all of this if only you will stay tuned until the end of our post conference. The members of my administration will be here to help me explain further. So if you're ready, let's start. Let's start first from the preschool department. May I call in Teacher Amor, please?
Thank you, Mrs. Go. Good evening to all. I hope you had a good and productive day. Before we proceed with my topic discussing about the preschool program, let me just give you these important dates and activities that everybody should know from the preschool and the kindergarten levels. The last day of classes this year is April 30th, but remaining activities for the school year go beyond this date, as well as our special activities through our virtual closing party was
Paano
held
to fix
too.
first slide?
May 12 is the scheduled for the viewing of the students' report cards whose copy will be sent to the parents via email. May 17 and 19 are the scheduled virtual rehearsal for the coming of our moving up ceremony. May 17 also will be the announcement of the honors students for nursery, pre-kinder, and kindergarten completers. May 24 and 25 are all academic and conduct awardees for the third trimester only will receive their certificates via email. This day also will be the distribution of our diplomas, certificates, and or medals to the completers and other awardees of our learners. May 29 is the schedule of our online moving up for the kindergarten, recognition for the preschool department. June 1 to 5 will be the distribution of our final printed report cards. As stated in the news introduction, there are activities and programs in the kindergarten level and the nursery and the pre-kinder levels that we have used this school year. The programs and activities work to our learners or students' advantage. And because they work well with the students and teachers, we will still use them in the coming school year. and that is why they will remain. These are the areas or programs that will remain in the preschool department. For the academics, we will focus all our subject areas will still be remained. Kindergarten will have 5 major subjects and 2 special subjects. Pre-kinder will have 4 major subjects as well as 1 special subject. For our nursery, they have 3 major subjects and 1 special subject. The major subjects for all grade levels are reading, Filipino, science, mathematics, and language. For our special subjects includes Christian living education and arts and PE. We will proceed now with our monthly test. Okay, our monthly test will still remain. This proved to be even better than having a trimestral exam because in the monthly test, the lesson coverage will be shorter. Review time will be shorter and lessons are better remembered by the learners during exam, which could mean a better test scores. Next, our number of our recorded activities will also remains. Recorded activities includes performance task, summative test, and monthly test. In one trimester, our learners need to do and submit 1 performance task in all subjects areas. They are going to be taking 2 summative tests in all subject areas and 2 monthly tests in major subjects. For our class size, it shall remain as is. And our grading system remains using the components and percentage distribution prescribed by the DepEd. Webinars for parents will still be remain for this school year. And as well as our honors and awards, our school will still follow the DepEd Order number 36 series of 2016. Our books and worksheets will still be a part and parcel of the teaching learning process of the preschool. So these are the practices we decided to remain as is and to be implemented still in this coming school year. For our report for our to be improved, these are the programs and activities that also worked well for the kinder, the nursery, and the pre-kinder this past school year. However, we see that we can still improve them so that we can achieve or produce something better than we've had. So here are some of the programs and activities that we will improve next school year. For here are the improvement areas to be improved for this school year. For our learners, nature of our outputs. Okay, for our parents and guardians should send the quality output by the learners, clear photo with learners wearing proper attire, no wearing of sandals. Next, our submission and collection of our output, it will be all be done right after the monthly examinations to give learners time to review or focus on their academic subjects. So hindi po mag-worry ang parents if for the review because after the monthly exam, we will be doing our performance task and project. And it will follow with their pupils' portfolio. Our learners' SMS account will be their portfolio for the next school year, 2021-2022. Google Drive, folder, or the FB Messenger will be still be used as their supplementary. And for our monthly activities, we will be still be improving our every activities every month for the next school year. Okay. For our next, these are the nature of outputs that I am proud of this school year 2020-2021 of our kindergarten level. They follow. And then these are the outputs or our nature of outputs that they submitted to us. Next. So these are also another areas for improvement. For example, the first one, the worksheets. Okay, early distribution for the school year 2021. Our TED Talk, because our kindergarten or preschoolers are longing for asynchronous activities for our TED Talk. And mostly our LAAP, our Learning Academic Assistant Program, to assist or support our learners to improve their reading readiness skills. For our next report, for the Explore, for further details, it will be discussed in the grade school department. Okay, so that's it for my turn. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a blessed evening. Thank you so much. Our next topic will be discussed by another administrator, Ms. Ryudike.
Thank you very much, Miss Amor. Hello, everyone. Good evening. There has never been a time in our school, or in any other school for that matter, that we have seen a lot of changes in the way teaching learning is done than in school year 2020-2021. The pandemic has forced schools to change, to adapt, and to find ways for education to continue. Doing otherwise led to irreversible consequences. It was a matter of flourish or perish. While many schools have managed to survive the frenzy, a few readily threw in the towel without even trying to win the fight. St. Therese Private School have managed to survive and to stay afloat. And we have all the parents and students, teachers and administrators who still chose to be with us to thank for. The first few months of the school year proved to be most difficult for each one of us. Although the number of subjects, the grading system, and all other practices that we did even in the face-to-face classes have been implemented, what was really difficult was the how to implement them online. But to cut the story short, we all did it. There might be some parents who got exasperated and lost patience in all that we have experimented to do, changed and adopted along the way. But in the end, we might say that we have conquered the challenges. We may not have been perfect in every way, but then again, who is? And so, most of the things implemented in school year 2020-2021 will still remain to be implemented for school year 2021-2022. Why? Because this proved to be effective and doable for all the stakeholders. For the academics, all subject areas remain. Grades 1 to 3 will still have 5 major subjects and 4 special subjects. For grades 4 to 6, they will have 5 major subjects as well and 6 special subjects. The major subjects for all grade levels are English, Mathematics, Filipino, Science, and Ariling Panlipunan. Grades 1 to 3 special subjects include music, arts, physical education, and Christian living education. Meanwhile, the special subjects for grades 4 to 6 include music, arts, physical education, Christian living education, computer education, and EPP. For the monthly tests, it shall remain as is. Monthly test seems to be better than having a trimestral exam because in the monthly test, The lesson coverage and review time is shorter, and lessons are better remembered by the students during exam, which could mean better test results. The number of recorded activities will also remain. Recorded activities include performance tasks, summative tests, and monthly tests. Students need to do and submit 2 performance tasks and 2 summative tests in every trimester in all subject areas. And there will be 2 monthly tests in the 5 major subjects. As to the class size, it shall remain as is. There will be 2 sections attending 1 session with 1 expert teacher. However, the expert teacher will always be partnered with an assist teacher in every session. The expert teacher teaches and discusses the lessons, and the assist teacher monitors each student, making sure that they are always on task. The grading system remains as well, using the components and percentage distribution prescribed by the Department of Education. Here is a table of the percentages and components for all subject areas. Please take note that the percentage distribution for the components vary depending on the subject areas. As to the honors and awards, our school will still follow DepEd Order number 36 series of 2016. And we should always remember that for students to qualify for academic awards at the end of the school year, they must be a consistent academic awardee in all trimesters. Here's the basis for choosing honor pupils. Books will still be a part of the teaching learning process, at least in the 5 major subjects and Christian living. Because books are indispensable since they are the major source of information, exercises, and drills that students use asynchronously. Use of books definitely lessens screen time, especially when reviewing for a test. As far as non-academics go, our school will continue to give webinars for parents in the hope of giving them timely information that they may use to improve parenting or life in general. Webinars and other interactions with parents strengthen partnership and improve homeschool collaboration and promote harmonious relationship with the whole STEPS community. So these are the practices that we decided to remain as is and to be implemented still in the coming school year. You might be looking for other things that concern you that I did not mention here. That might be because they are included in the things or practices to be improved. The improved segment will be discussed by another administrator. Thank you so much for listening. Now, here's Miss Giselle Simbulan, one of our guidance facilitators for the improved segment.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rachel Riodique. Hi, everyone, and good evening. Thank you for being with us today. These are the things in our system and the way we do the online teaching learning process that prove to be effective, doable, and beneficial to the students, parents, and teachers this school year. That is why some of these need to be changed and will be carried out in the coming school year. However, there are also some things that will remain but need to be improved or to be taken at least one notch higher. In our school, we are always on the lookout for things that are already working for everybody, but may still be improved further. Your feedback and suggestions help us identify the areas that need improvement. For instance, although the number of performance tasks that our students need to accomplish and submit remains the same, we will try to improve on how students can submit quality outputs. We will try to make the PDs as challenging as they could to better assess if the students have really learned and mastered the competencies needed for each learning area. For organization of the output submitted, Each student in the coming school year will have an online portfolio where all of their submitted outputs are stored and kept. We will discuss more of this during our orientation prior to the opening of classes. Our monthly activities and the clubs will also make sure that our students' potentials besides academics will be maximized with every activity. We want our students to let their hair down and join activities that will show the world their skills and talents, be it in music, dance, sports, writing, public speaking, and the like. All this will be presented online, but of course, we will still adhere to the Data Privacy Act, respecting each one's right to privacy. Of course, we are not limiting our improvements on the areas that I have mentioned here. Along the way, as we journey to another year of online learning, there might be things that we deem necessary to be improved as long as we keep our eyes on our goal. Help each student reach their potentials and develop them holistically. Meanwhile, the steps time, effort, discipline, talk time online with kids or TED Talk will continue in 2021-2022, but we are looking at some improvements in the program. The Guidance and Wellness Program, also known as STEPS Care, which stands for Counseling and Advice for Resilience and Empowerment, was introduced to the community at the beginning of the school year as a program that helps our students to grow holistically and to help them bounce back and adjust to the challenges of the new normal, especially the online schooling. This program goes hand in hand with the discipline program of the school, known as the SEED program, or Steps Educating and Establishing Discipline. This program is aimed to guide our students to be disciplined Teresians even at home, and to help them develop and gain the behavioral, social, and academic success that will result in exemplary behavior and learning. Both programs are incorporated into their TED Talk sessions. The two programs have their own set of topics that aims to help the students develop their physical, social, mental, spiritual, and behavioral well-being. We are happy to report that the topics previously mentioned during the first conference were successfully delivered and showed great response from the students. As time went by and as we learn more about our students' needs in this new normal, another program branched out from TED Talk, the TED Talk Hangout. This is an avenue for the students to reach out, connect, and talk freely to their guidance facilitators. This paves a way for students to share their thoughts, experiences, and feelings that they are currently facing. Through this, students are able to have a positive attitude towards learning and in life in general. The third program, called the TED Talk Squad, also came into fruition. In this program, the elected class officers in grades 4, 5, and 6, also known as the squad leaders, are tasked to be the prime movers of the TED Talk Squad, serving as role models to their classmates or the squad members. They are tasked to consistently remind their classmates of their own responsibilities as students. With this program, Children Helping Children comes to realization. The goal is to see future leaders responsibly leading not only their respective classes, but also the bigger communities they will be in the future. These interactive programs for the students have shown us and inspired us to grow. They will still remain for the next school year, but as we went along, we realized that there's still room for improvement. And so, for the next school year, one of our improvements for the program that children can expect is the introduction of the TED Talk Sash. Each of our students will have one at the beginning of the school year. This sash is where they will pin on different badges that they will collect in exchange of the points they will earn from different TED Talk activities. The more active and participative the children are with the TED Talk programs, the more points they would be collecting, thereby more badges to pin on their sashes. Of course, this is only one of the things that we would improve in the TED Talk program. But as we move along, as long as it will contribute to the holistic formation of our Teresians, we will not hesitate to put in new innovations and improvements in any or all parts of the program. That's it for me. Thank you very much. For the things and new innovations to explore, There's no other person who can talk about it better than anyone else. Mrs. Telmago.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Giselle. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm back. In this segment, I will be discussing with you some things or practices or programs that our school is not yet implementing, but which I think we can adopt and integrate in our already working system, all in the name of giving you and your children the best possible education our school could give. But let me reiterate that all of these are still to be explored and, in a way, experimented on. If and when it is proven that such practice works out well, then we'll go for it. If not, then we could explore another alternative before giving it up altogether. Meanwhile, here are some of the things and new programs we would like to explore for possible integration in our education system next school year. Okay. Number one, web-based library system. This will be part of our STEPS management system. We are hoping that with this, our student will develop love for reading. Because the library is web-based, our school can access hundreds of educational books with a push of a button. There is a reason why students cannot enrich their vocabulary and develop the love of reading. Well, we're gonna make it a try this time. We are looking forward for this to be integrated. Why? One of the main reasons why many students find it hard to write good and grammatically correct sentences and express themselves when speaking is that their vocabulary is limited. The more any of us reads, the more we learn new words, the more we can read and we can write and we can speak. Children's brain are like sponges. It can absorb many things in a short time. And this is our main objective in integrating the library system into our program. Another one is we are now evaluating programs like interactive online platforms for English, math, and science. Based on the recommendation of our teachers, these are the three major subject areas that most of our students need help in. The program aims to supplement the lessons that have been discussed in the class, make the students more fun and interesting to study, and for the student to acquire advanced skills and knowledge of these subjects. Another one also, which is very close to my heart, this is our TED Talk program. One of these things that we will explore is having a once a month assembly for each grade level. Take note, each grade level, not section. We call this one socio-emotional or social emotional well-being program. Or to simplify, this is character building and behavioral formation. The goal is for the student to meet and interact with other students from other sections in the respective grade levels. In this past school year, students got to know and interact only with few students in their section. For this coming school year, we want the children to feel that even without face-to-face activities, there is a bigger opportunity for them to meet with fellow kids. And they can actually interact with more kids, exchange ideas, play and explore. I think one of the things that our kids have been missing is social interaction. Given the fact that with our online learning, they are just confined in a place, seeing and being with the same people every day and remain unmuted. The fun activities will, of course, be facilitated by our guidance facilitators. The subject or the schedule of this once a month assembly will be announced in our orientation for program this coming opening of classes. Perhaps one of the things our students might be terribly missing is celebrating their birthday in school. Why? In the old normal, it has been observed over and over that students get that sparkle in their eyes, knowing that they get to have balloons, bring food, and celebrate their birthday in school with their classmates. Parents too had the same excitement as their kids. And now, to bring back that sparkle, we are looking at the possibility of gathering all the students across grade levels who share the same birth month in an assembly to celebrate their birthday together. For instance, all the birthday celebrators for the month of August, from preschool to grade 6, will gather online and celebrate it. Of course, we will prepare a program. This is just a simple program, but we will make it meaningful and fun. Part of the program could perhaps be a mass and a blessing intended for the celebrators. We are looking at this possibility of having this birthday assembly every first Sunday of the month. We just hope that our parents and students would love to hear this. Okay, and another one is we would like also to bring back the students use their diary. On the diary, parents and children can write important activities, schedule of completion and submission, or certain recorded activities like PTs and STs, and many other reminders. The use of diary will lessen the students' screen time. They can use and they can easily browse, read and reread all over again, turning the pages on like turning the computer on and looking for the teacher's instruction or in any other reminders. In that way, we are teaching them to become responsible. Okay, now we have been talking about exploring different programs for our kids, and that's wonderful. I guess, but maybe parents, no? We can also have a special program for our parents. Of course, we do. Parents deserve some loving attention too. After all, you are our partners in the formation of our children. So, for this coming school year, aside from giving them regular webinars, we would like to explore 2 programs for them. One is the mentoring and coaching program for parents. Although we know that most of our parents are adept at using the computer and technology, still, some parents, or I would say older guardians who are left to attend to their children, online learning are not easy. And maybe a need for coaching and mentoring on how to do certain things can easily be made possible to all of us. This mentoring and coaching program is not just limited to technical issues only. Parents and guardians may be coached on how to effectively monitor their kids and their schoolworks, especially meeting the deadlines, meeting the submission, reviewing their lessons, name it all. But their parents are stay at home or working. In short, everything that parents needs assistance in technical or otherwise we will always find time to help you address all these issues. And another thing is this one. We will try this one, I hope. The second program that we are looking into is, we call this one Parents Virtual Support Outlet, which is part of our Parents Helping Parents advocacy. In this very difficult time, when problems seems never ending, sometimes it makes us feel so alone. These feelings makes us even more anxious and heavily burdened. So I am, this is very close to me again. I am conceptualizing, or we are conceptualizing this parents virtual support outlet programs. The goal is simple: to create an avenue for parents where they can freely talk everything and anything under the sun, just to unload themselves of emotional, mental, spiritual burden. Or I would say somebody who wants to talk to or who needs someone ears to listen. Well, we are thinking of looking for a qualified person or a guidance counselor who would facilitate this talk and who could listen to parents without judgment, full of understanding, and who would keep everything with utmost confidentiality. And part of this, we would also like to bring another program. We call this one Online Marketplace. That's you, parents, our community, our STEPS community, can use to promote your product to reach more people. And of course, it is one way also to support one another. Although, as I've said in our webinar, we cannot help you financially, but we will still try to do our part on how we can best support our community. The full details of these programs for parents and all of these that I've mentioned on how to go about it, how to seek appointment, will be discussed during the orientation. For now, we are just giving you the bird's eye view of what's in store for all of you this coming school year. Parents and guardians and friends who are listening to us, these are just few of the things we will explore and hope to be in place this school year. But since we still have a few months left before the opening of classes, we might still discover and explore other programs for you and your children. In that case, this too will be discussed in our program this coming school year. Again, parents, thank you for listening. We still have more. I turn you over to Sir King to discuss with you our homeschool partnership. Thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. Oh, by the way, thank you, Mrs. Go. Thank you so much. So, is everybody ready for my homeschool partnership segment? You are? Okay, well, um, homeschool partnership is basically covered or wrapped around by our four C's. Remember the four C's that we have introduced to you last year during the parent orientation program? What are these four C's? These are communication, collaboration, cooperation, and commitment. There would definitely be some improvements in these area or in this area, and these improvements may well have been included in the improve segment. But we deemed it necessary to make another segment solely for this because although we may have been successful in some C's, there are just some items in other C's that we think might be improved for maximum efficiency. But before we go into that, can I just give you can I just give you what homeschool partnership means in a nutshell? I can? Okay. Homeschool partnership is actually a product of home plus school. In short, it is a program that we have created so that the home, which is represented by our parents and guardians and students, and the school, represented by the teaching, non-teaching, and including the administration, and guided by the four C's, can work harmoniously together, whose end goal is to produce a student who embodies our vision: confident, compassionate, collaborative, and prayerful Christians who are ready to face life's challenges even long after they have left St. Therese Private School. In our orientation last year, we made you, parents, and your children, our students, and our teachers as well, sign your respective pledges. These pledges are a promise that everyone involved in the education of our children, which we call the triangle in education, will religiously follow and obey the conditions stated therein. Now, what makes the pledges really unique is that the four C's are concretized by listing all the specific duties and responsibilities of each of the members of the triangle in education under each C. Okay? Now, the student's pledge is called I understand and do. The teacher's pledge, I understand and commit. And finally, our parents' pledge is called I understand and agree. Let's focus on the parents I understand and agree. This is how it looks. There you go. There you go. Okay. Under each of the four C's are the specific duties and responsibilities that our parents promise to obey and follow. You even sign the pledge after you have read it thoroughly, after you have understood and read it thoroughly. Read and understood it thoroughly, right? You affixed your signature at the bottom of the pledge at pinangangako nyo na ito'y buong puso po ninyong susundin para we can work harmoniously. Okay? But we are happy that collaboration and communication, gaya po ng sinabi ni Mrs. ko kanina, are two of the C's that we think are working well because they are being followed by you, parents. But some of the specific items listed under cooperation and commitment, well, some of them work. However, some items under them are problematic given that they are not being followed. So these are the areas or items that we would like to improve so that parents' adherence to these is 100% next year. All right? Okay, so gagawin po natin lahat ng ating makakaya para ito po ma-improve, suited po sa inyong lahat at para lahat ay mag-follow. Also, we would like to encourage every one of you to please revisit and review the pledge that you have signed at the beginning of the school year. You will find this in our STEPS online learning primer, which is on our website. So you just have to go to our website and look for our STEPS online learning primer and then find your pledge. Find the things that you have affixed your signature to as a promise na susundin po ninyo. Okay? And please do a self-evaluation. Ask yourselves and answer yourselves as honestly as you could. Which of the items under each C did I follow religiously and which I did not follow? We will be sending you. Oh, well, this is probably one of the questions that we are going to send you in a survey form. And speaking of survey, we'll be sending you, parents, a survey form so that we can understand why items in the C's are not being followed despite the signed promise to do so. This way, you will be helping us understand you better, know your issues kung bakit hindi po na-follow, and then we can make better decisions later, okay? Now, some of the survey questions will focus on the duties and responsibilities that need to be improved, okay? All you need to do is just wait and watch out for this survey. We will also be improving certain procedures for attending webinar for parents, particularly the registration part. Okay po? And we are also looking into giving recognition to all our parents who devotedly attend every single webinar that we give, yung mga walang absent. Okay po? This will also be a year-end recognition. Sasabay po natin to sa mga activities na gagawin natin at the end of the school year. Year-end recognition of parents who religiously attend the webinars throughout the school year. Now, here's hoping that we can forge a stronger partnership with all of you this coming school year. Okay? We're really, really looking forward to doing that with you. Meanwhile, I give you Miss Christine Abuto, guidance facilitator, to discuss what we have to offer this summer of 2011. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir King. Okay, good evening, parents and students. After all the efforts you and your children have exerted this school year, attending the regular online classes and doing the performance tasks, let them breathe for a little while and make unforgettable moments together at the comforts of your home. Talk about the challenges you have encountered and how you were able to cope with them together. You will realize that you have overcome these challenges because you tried to think of something that will keep you busy. So before the school year ends and while you are on a break, let us offer your kids activities that they might want to be busy with. St. Teresa's Private School offers academic and non-academic programs this coming June 16. Let your children learn while having fun. So here are some of the academic programs we have prepared for your children. The first one is for the English and Filipino subjects. We have come up with 4 programs. Let's start up with English programs. The first is Journey to Learn the ABCs. This program is open to preschoolers and kindergarten who need to recognize the letters of the alphabet, say the sounds of the letters, read CV and CBC words using interactive games and video presentations during synchronous sessions. This program will be administered by the preschool teachers and will run for 1.5 hours every day for 12 sessions. The second program is Interactive Stories to Read and Comprehend. This program is open to grades 1 to 3 who wants to recognize more words, pronounce and spell these words, read and comprehend stories, and write simple sentences or paragraphs based on a given picture using interactive reading materials and video presentations during synchronous sessions. This program will be administered by the grade school English teachers and will run for 1.5 hours every day for 12 sessions. The third program for English is Writers in Training. This program is open to grades 4 to 6 who will read at least 15 minutes every day, make a book report assigned to them, learn grammar, practice reading different types of literature, and learn skills to be a good writer using famous children's books, interactive games, and video presentations during their synchronous sessions. This program will be administered again by the grade school English teachers and will run for 1.5 hours every day for 12 sessions. Now let's go for the Filipino subject program. Ang programa naman para sa Filipino ay matutong magbasa at magsulat sa Filipino. Ang programang ito ay para sa mga mag-aaral mula sa una hanggang ika-6 na baitang na gustong matuto ng mas marami pang salita. Mabigkas at maisulat ang titik ng bawat salita ng tama. Mabasa at maunawaan ang mga babasahin sa kanila ay maitakda. Makagawa ng simpleng pangungusap batay sa ibinigay o ipinakitang larawan sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga online interactive games at video tungkol sa iba't ibang kwento sa oras ng synchronous sessions. Ang programang ito ay ituturo ng mga guro sa Filipino sa loob lamang ng 1.5 oras araw-araw sa loob ng 12 session. Let's now go for mathematics. We have come up with 2 programs. The first program is The Secrets in Performing Basic Operations Revealed. This program is open to grades 1 to 3 who wants to who wants to master the four basic operations, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, using a specific online platform which will monitor their progress, speed, and accuracy in solving equations. This program will be administered by the grade school mathematics teachers 1.5 hours every day for 12 sessions. Another one is answering word problems made easy. This program is open to grades 4 to 6 pupils who would like to master the basic operations using a specific online platform which will monitor their progress, speed, and accuracy in solving equations. This program will also train students to solve word problems using word recognition, reading, and comprehension, critical thinking skills, and real life applications. This program will be administered by the grade school mathematics teachers 1.5 hours every day for 12 sessions. All academic programs will start on June 16 and will end on June 29. Each session is scheduled in the morning with a fee of 2,000 pesos. So now, here are some of the non-academic programs we have prepared for your children. The first one is Move Your Body and Be Fit. This program is open to grades 1 to 6 who would like to express themselves in the form of dancing. This program will be administered by the preschool teachers 2 hours every day for 10 sessions. Another program is Bring Out the Artist in Me. This program is open to grades 1 to 6 who would like to know the colors of the color wheel, draw or sketch items using different art materials. This program will be administered by the grade school arts teacher 2 hours every day for 10 sessions. The third program is Play Your First Song with Your Guitar. This program is open to grades 1 to 6 who would like to learn how to read notes, play songs using his or her guitar. This program will be administered by the grade school music teacher 2 hours every day for 10 sessions. The last one for this one is the Expert's Guide to Basic Video Editing. This program is open to grades 4 to 6 who would like to learn the basics of video editing using a specific application. This program will be administered by the grade school computer teachers 2 hours every day for 10 sessions. These four non-academic programs will start on June 16 and will end on June 26 in the afternoon with a fee of 2,000 pesos as well. The last one for our summer program is to learn Taekwondo and be disciplined. This program is open to grades 1 to 6 who would like to continue their training as members of our Taekwondo team, instill discipline, and make some new friends. This program will be administered by Taekwondo leaders 2 hours every day for 10 sessions. Taekwondo classes will start on June 16 and will end on June 26 in the afternoon with a fee of 2,500 pesos. As for now, these are the only programs we have prepared for your children to look forward to on June 16. These programs may continue or be dissolved depending on the number of participants. There is also a possibility of adding more programs as soon as you have answered the survey form, which we will send you soon. So please wait for updates, announcement, or reminders about the summer programs on our FB page. So that's it for my part. I hope to see your kids in at least one of our fun programs this summer. Again, I'm Miss Christina Butag, your children's guidance facilitator. Thank you very much and God bless. And for our very last segment for this postcon with you, please welcome Miss Rachel Reyodique, Assistant Principal, as she discussed the remaining other equally important matters that we all need to know.
Thank you very much, Miss Teen. Once again, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay sa ating post-conference ngayong gabi. As the saying goes, there is no permanent thing in this world except change. Change does not necessarily mean progress, but progress requires change. Usually, change is made to alter or modify something for the better, for the convenience, and for the safety of everyone. St. Therese Private School, in partnership with Campus Cloud PH, is planning to upgrade the enrollment system to version 2.0 so we can serve you better and more efficiently. We will include an easy payment app that you can use for payment transactions like settling your accounts with the accounting office from the comforts of your home. That way, you don't need to go out of your house and unnecessarily expose yourselves to life threatening health risks. As we prepare for the closing of school year 2020-2021, we would like to inform you that as soon as we have set the school management system or the SMS to school year for 2020 to 2021, Campus Cloud PH will disable your access to all the files inside the SMS as well as your parent account. However, you can still visit and open our official school website to see the latest announcement or updates. As of the moment, the assigned team has already finished the program and is already in the testing stage. I believe that the procedure is similar to that of last year's. They will just add a feature where you can select to pay online. Here's a glimpse of the enrollment procedure for old pupils. Number one, visit our official website. Still, you have to type in the address bar https://www.stepsmandaluyong.com. Number two, click admission, then select old pupil. Enter or update your personal data, contacts, email address, and other important information. Number three, click Data Privacy Agreement and Submit button to enroll. Number four, wait for the system-generated email which contains the detail of enrollment and the payment procedure in your registered email address. Number five, follow the payment procedure. Don't worry, a step-by-step procedure on how to download, use, and operate the new payment app will be uploaded in our FB page as soon as it is ready. And number six, once your admission application has been approved, you will receive a system-generated email with the username and password for both accounts, the parent and the pupil account, together with the Memorandum of Agreement or the MOA, which will be sent to your registered email. For transferees or new students, or if you have friends who are interested to be part of our Theresian community, here's the procedure for online enrollment. Number one, visit our official website. Type in the address bar https://backslash www.stepsmandaluyong.com. Number two, click admission, then select new student. You have to fill out the online enrollment form. Number three, click data privacy agreement and submit button to enroll. Number four, wait for the system generated email which include the schedule of entrance test and interview in your registered email address. Next step is to let your child take the online entrance test and together attend the interview with the admissions officer via Zoom conference on the scheduled date. Next is for you to wait for 1 to 2 hours for the system generated email, which contains the result of the entrance exam and the interview with the admissions officer in your registered email address. Second to the last procedure or step, if the admission is approved, the letter from us will include the payment procedure. Otherwise, the letter that you will receive contains the observation and recommendations of the admissions officer. And lastly, follow the payment procedure. Once your admission application has been approved, you will receive a system generated email with a username and password for both accounts, parent and pupil accounts, together with a memorandum of agreement, which will be sent to your registered email. Just like what we usually do, a step-by-step procedure on how to do the online enrollment will also be uploaded in our FB page as soon as this feature is in place. Another feature of the school management system is the Campus Pay. Campus Pay is an online payment processor that accepts broad range of payment methods, partnered with Banana Fintech app. It may accept credit card or e-wallet and over-the-counter payments using the dashboard and website. Here's a glimpse on how it works. Number one, register in our own Campus Pay, which you will see in the SMS. Number two, you also have to download the Banana Fintech app and link the two accounts. Once your accounts are linked together, you may now cash in using our partner app, which is the Banana Fintech app. You may now pay your tuition fee or dues via the QR code of the school and have a real-time transaction records. So let me make this easier for you to understand. Consider this Banana Fintech app just like any other online payment processors like GCash, CoinsPH, or PayMaya, where you can pay your bills online. The good news is that since Banana Fintech app is our partner, therefore you can now use the app to pay for the tuition fee or your school dues. Isn't that amazing? Again, just like what we usually do, a step-by-step procedure on how to download, use, and operate the new payment app will be uploaded in our FB page as soon as this feature is in place. Another feature that Campus Cloud PH would like to add in the SMS for next school year is a web page integrated library and information system. Yes, you heard that right. A web-based integrated library and information system. This web-based library contains 1,000 plus online books which your children may access as soon as the school year 2021-2022 starts. This way, they will be able to develop their love for reading. Again, as I mentioned a while ago, a step-by-step procedure on how to access, use, and operate this new web-based integrated library will also be uploaded in our FB page as soon as the feature is ready. So there are a lot of things you have to look forward to in the coming days before the start of the enrollment schedule or in the opening of classes. With these changes that we and our partner Campus Cloud PH wants to add in the school management system and all the information we have shared from the program that needs to remain, the programs that we plan to improve, and the new programs that we like to explore. Plus, the very good news that there will be no tuition fee increase for school year 2021 to 2022. The big question is, will you still entrust your children with us? If you do, then here's the school's directory. Feel free to coordinate with our frontliners because they are more than willing to assist you the best way they can. This is Rachel Rayudica reporting the latest features of the SMS for school year 2021-2022. Good evening. Next, let us have Mr. Rosales again to give his final words.
Hello. I'm back. I'm back because I would like to talk to you more about our 2020 back to back rebates. You've heard about it, right? Well, you have. If you attended our last webinar for parents, that was last Saturday. Pero para sa mga hindi po naka-attend for whatever reason, ng ating seminar for whatever reason, we are offering our parents these 4 ways to get rebates on school fees this coming school year. Kaya nga 2020. Each one of these 20s represent a way to have rebates. Okay, ganito po yan. Well, first, why are we doing this? Why are we giving away, why are we offering these 4 ways to have rebates on your tuition fees? Well, we are doing this in celebration of the grade school's 20th founding anniversary this coming school year. Okay, so ina-advance na po natin ang celebration. It's like this. Okay, let's go to the first 20. The first way to get a rebate on your tuition fees. On your fees. The first kind of rebate is for the quickest students to get officially enrolled starting May 17, which is the first day of our enrollment for school year 2021-2022. Now, what happens here? The first 20 students to get officially enrolled will get a 1,000 peso rebate on their fees, on their tuition fees. Again, that's 1,000 peso rebate on their tuition fees. Now, this applies to whatever mode of payment the parents choose. But let me reiterate that officially enrolled means that the student has gone through the online registration, has paid the required amount for enrollment, and if they made the payment through a bank, should have submitted a screenshot or a copy of the proof of payment that the bank has issued. Tatlo po ito na dapat makumpleto. Non-submission of this proof of payment to the accounting office would mean that enrollment is incomplete. Alin man po sa tatlong ito na dapat yung gawin, especially the last one, yung submission of the copy of your proof of payment, your enrollment is considered incomplete. Okay, and one more thing, reservation for enrollment or calling us to reserve a slot for your children or telling us beforehand that you intend to enroll your children on May 17, tatawag po sa amin, hello, St. Teresa's Private School, mag-enroll po kami sa May 17, please reserve us a slot. It would not qualify you for the 1,000 peso rebate. Kasi sabi natin, nag-online registration, nagbayad, at saka nag-submit ng ating pong proof of payment. So ito pong reservation will not count and you cannot avail of the 1,000 peso rebate. O malinaw po ha, wala po kaming nire-reserve na slot for anybody. At sasabihin po ninyo na May 17, i-reserve nyo kami, mag-enroll kami. The best thing for you to do is enroll on May 17. Okay po? Now, the second way to get a rebate is for the first 20 students who have ordered and paid for physical books. The first 20 to order and pay for physical books shall enjoy a 500 peso rebate on the total cost of books purchased. Okay po, again, dapat po nag-order, nagbayad, at kung sa bangko po kayo nagbayad, meron pa rin proof of payment. Okay po, so dapat lahat po ng steps na ito ay makukompleto natin. Okay, again, to be considered officially enrolled, kagaya ng sinabi ko, wait lang. Okay, the third of the 4 rebates for the first is for the first 20 students naman to officially enroll in any of our summer program offerings. Yung una po sa ating regular school, pangalawa yung sa ating book, pangatlo po na pwede kayong mag-avail ng rebate is for the first 20 students to officially enroll in any of our summer program offerings, whether academics or non-academics. They will enjoy a 500 peso rebate on the fee in the summer programs or program that they are enrolled in. Again, to be considered officially enrolled, I cannot emphasize this enough. The students would have gone through the online registration, have paid the required summer program fee, and most importantly, if you paid through a bank, should have sent the STEPS accounting office a screenshot of the proof of payment from the bank immediately. Not tomorrow, not the following day, not a week after. Immediately. Kasi para makumpleto po natin yung tatlong steps, para makonsider ng inyong mga anak ay officially enrolled. Now, the last way to have a rebate, this is a very special one, which we call the loyalty rebate. In our own little way, we would like to also show our appreciation to our kindergarten parents for continuously entrusting their children's education to us. So ito po ay para sa kanila. So the first 20 kindergarten completers coming from our own school who would still be enrolled in STEPS as grade 1 pupils will enjoy a 500 peso loyalty rebate. Okay, so there you go. Yun lang po. Una, yung first 20 na mag-enroll sa ating regular program. Books, first 20 to buy books, first 20 to enroll in our summer programs, and the first 20 from our own kindergarten who will enroll as grade 1 in STEPS. Okay, ito po yung apat, 2020, in celebration of the 20th anniversary of the grade school. Okay, so handog namin ito sa inyong lahat as we celebrate again the grade school's 20th founding year this coming 2021, 2022. Oh, but wait, there's more. Buti ko na pong makalimutan. All right, meron pa po, pero hindi na ito kasali sa back-to-back na yan. I am talking about a very special rebate for parents who can bring in new students to enroll in STEPS. Napakasimple lamang po nito. A parent can get a 500 peso rebate for every student he or she refers to STEPS and who actually enrolls in our school. Hindi lang po ni-refer. Dapat ni-refer nyo po at nag-enroll sa ating school. Can you imagine if you can bring in, say, 10 or 30 new students to our school? Na napakarami pong rebates na makukuha po ninyo. Ang lahat po ng mga rebates na ito ay bahagi lamang po ng paunang celebration ng ika-20 taon, ika-20 taon ng grade school natin. I can just imagine what other activities and programs and surprises there are for our students and parents and for all of us actually for the new school year. O sige po, pag-isipan po natin yan, ilagay po natin yan sa isa sa mga dapat nating i-explore, yung mga bagong activities po natin in celebration of the 20th founding anniversary of the grade school. So anyway, I hope that everybody sees that what we are doing and trying to do for our community is done from our heart, truly. And speaking of heart, I do remember in one of our webinars for our teachers and parents, Mrs. Go has actually shown us a slide of a heart, different hearts that is locked, that is chained, and a key to unlock it. Hindi ko po ito mai-explain masyado because hindi sa akin po galing slide. Tawagin po kayo natin si Mrs. Go. Oh, Mrs. Go, we're ready for you.
Oh,
Where
yes.
are you? Oh my gosh, there you are. There you go.
Yeah, I remember that. Are you talking about this slide?
Which slide?
Let me check. Let me
Sige
check.
po.
Let me check. Okay. Okay, so is it the heart? This is my favorite part of all.
Yeah.
I can't find a slide. Come on. Can you help me find a slide?
Oh,
Yes.
there you go. Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
Yes, okay. Kasi alam nyo, para sa akin, a heart that remains locked is a heart that doesn't serve its purpose. You know what?
True.
It just come to me maybe our grade school 20th celebration theme should revolve around the heart.
Oh.
An unlocked heart or maybe an open heart.
Why?
Just, I just want to make it,
Opo.
wala, the drama lang.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
to be honest, you're asking me why?
Yes.
Because to be honest, with all that has been happening to us, to the world right now, we need to have a change of heart para makaagapay tayo sa lahat ng pagbabago. I believe opening or unlocking our heart is like opening a window that leads to unlimited opportunities and possibilities.
Oh, right.
I hope that this coming school year, our parents will not only focus on the academic program of their children, but hoping and praying too, they will also support our equally important program like extra and co-curricular activities, and especially our socio-emotional program for our children. And not only that, Sir King,
Opo.
we are also crossing our fingers, hoping too that majority of our parents will be active in our task force program,
Oh,
among
wow.
others.
Yes, yes.
These programs are distinctly prepared for our parents because that's how we value our parents, our partner.
Oh, okay. I'm just mesmerized by the all the hearts. I was looking at the monitor, and this is really really very good. Merong naka-zip na heart, it's left unopened. Merong naka-chain na hindi tinatanggal yung chain. And here we go, a heart that has a lock, and then we have a key. So what you're really saying, Mrs. Go, is that because we have an open heart, we are also open to new learnings, new knowledge, and opportunities. Correct?
Correct. I think it would be a great to start an advocacy.
Mm-hmm.
Para madadrama lang. A culture of openness of heart in
Well,
our
why?
community.
Well, why not? Pero you know what, sabi nyo nga ma'am, sabi nyo baka pwede na tayo mag-start ng advocacy for an openness about.
Yes.
I just realized right now that this advocacy of openness has already been started actually with our webinars. Do you realize that also, Mrs. Go? We just have to continue it and to encourage more parents to be with us in our campaigns. In fact, I think ang mga webinars natin ay isa lamang sa mga windows na binuksan natin na ang tanging layon ay makatulong sa ating mga magulang. Yung mga webinars natin about well-being are actually opportunities that all our parents should have an open mind and heart to.
Yes, but this is the reason why I am also excited to announce to everyone that we will send you a survey feedback form where you can wait, and I'm just so excited. We will be giving you a feedback form. And we will be very excited to hear from all of you.
Yes.
Any feedback, any suggestions from our valued parents. These results will be carefully evaluated and will also be considered in our future plans. Don't you worry, we will keep it as confidential as possible.
That's very good. Okay. So wait, sa ating last seminar, yung Power of Two, do you remember, everybody? If you have attended the Power of Two, nandun po si Mr. Chinkitan saka si Mr. Habok. Financial Wellness, our last seminar. It's a back-to-back talk on financial wellness. I remember Mr. Chinkitan saying something about the opportunities we are offering our parents for free. Can we just show a clip of what Chinky said? Meron po ba tayo? I think we do have that. Mrs. Gabi, meron po tayo, right?
I guess, yes. We can ask our technical team to share it here.
Come on! Yes! Can you feel it? Good morning po sa inyong lahat. Yes, I'm pretty excited today. First, just like to thank Ma'am Telma for inviting me sa St. Therese. Really, it's such an honor and pleasure. Ramdam na ramdam ko talaga yung compassion nyo, at the same time your heart really to help your parents, no? It's indeed really a rare ito lang para sa mga parents na nandito, first time ko lang ma-meet, actually first time ko makausap si Ma'am Telma kagabi, na yun nga, after hearing her, kasi rare lang na may mga schools na ginagawa itong ginagawa nila. As a matter of fact, just like to be upfront and honest with you that you need to learn how to value this session because they invested a lot of money just to pull me out and invite me here. So in other words, hindi ako cheap. So, kasi hindi naman dapat itong gawin eh. Sa totoo lang. This is an added cost, especially in these difficult times. But I believe na nakikita nila yung value. That's the reason why I want to encourage you. Number one, let us make this time productive. Sana wag kayo makinig lang. What I want you to do right now is to maximize your learning session by getting a piece of paper and a pen to write it down. And I hope that you don't allow only your kids. You learn with your kids. Sana hindi lang sayang na yung anak nyo lang ang nandito. Kasi yung anak nyo naman, okay naman, they will learn. However, this is more for you, not for them. But if you learn, di ba? Parang if you learn, you'll be parang simple lang to eh. You can never teach what you do not know and you can never give what you do not have. I don't think after this session, your children will tell you, Pa, ma, upo kayo, tuturo ko kung ano yung natutunan ko. I don't think that will happen. So, kids, if your parents are there, I highly recommend that you bring your parents along and then para ma-maximize yung learning. Kasi akong manghihinayang para sa inyo pagka pinalagpas nyo to. Next also, I want you to open your cameras para makita ko. Kahit na walang makeup, okay lang. Kahit walang toothbrush, kahit walang goli, okay lang. And then also, King, I just like also to appreciate King. King, galing, ang galing ng host natin, ang ganda ng boses niya.
Thank you, sir.
Parang boses ng pang radyo, no?
Yung parang kayo din po, sir. Parang kayo din.
Nasa radyo naman talaga ako, di ba? Oo. Si King, yung boses niya talaga bagay na bagay. Yung sa mga napapakinggan ko nung 70s, yung mga ganito.
Oh, okay.
Gabi ng lagim. Ano nga pang horror ba? Joke lang King. Good job, good job,
okay.
King.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good job.
Go. Nakatataba naman ang puso ang mga tinura ni Ginoong Chinkitan. Lalo na yung sa part na sinabi niya na ang ganda-ganda raw ng boses ko. Parang pang radyo, pero parang binawi kasi sabi niya, gabi ng lagim. But seriously, coming from a man who rose from an average life to a life that is more than comfortable, tama nga siguro na unahin muna nating buksan ang ating mga puso sa lahat ng opportunities, lalo na kung ang opportunities ay libre naman, kagaya ng webinars. Maraming salamat at na-appreciate ni Ginoong Chinkitan ang ating ginagawa para sa ating community, Mrs. Go. Di po ba?
Yes, yes. But don't forget, I hope this will be a lesson for everybody. That when you open your heart, kasabay din dapat ang positive mindset. Ito ang dapat na magka back-to-back, an unlocked heart and a positive mindset. Siguro this is a possible topic probably. We can or we might invite Mr. Chinkitan again in our school. Just kidding. Okay.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you, Mrs. I couldn't agree with you more. So lahat po ng sinabi natin ay tama po.
Okay, so I think we have already talked enough and we have said our piece already. I just would like to thank our parents, our guardians, our Facebook friends and supporters who are watching us right now. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Just spread the good vibes and the good news.
Yes, pero hindi pa po tapos yan, madam. Meron pa po tayong meron pa po tayong ipakikitang lalong pang good vibes. But I would also like to make mention po, ma'am, if they have watched, if the parents have watched our introduction to the post conference, yung by way at a newscast, yung nag-newscast po, it will be a regular thing na gagawin po ng ating school. Isa po yun sa mga innovations na gagawin po natin. In the coming days, in the coming school year, ang lahat po ng ating important announcement, news that matter, ay nasa ganoong platform na po.
Yes.
So aside from yung may naririnig kayo at may nakikita, ewan ko na lamang po kung hindi pa namin maaabot kayo sa mga modes of communication na amin pong gagawin. So yun po ay i-implement natin in the coming days. Mrs. Go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We still have more.
Yes. But anyway, thank you also for staying with us. Narito po ang ating handog. Pasasalamat sa ating mga magulang sa walang sawang pagtangkilik po ninyo sa ating eskwelahan.
hirap o ginhawa pa, ika'y nariyan kailan paman. Bawat pagdaanan ko ay nariyan ka, minamahal kita. Ako'y hindi ibig mo nang tapat sa puso mo. Mula pala noon, nariyan sa piling ko, kailan may di nabago. Maaasahan ko, nariyan ka, mag-aalala'y hindi na kailangan. Puso ko'y panatag na pagkat nariyan ka, kailan may di mo iniwan. Nariyan ka, di mo pinabayaan. Nariyan ka, hindi ako mangangamba. Sa hirap o ginhawa pa, ika'y nariyan kailan paman. Bawat pagdaanan ko ay nariyan ka, minamahal kita. Bawat ngiting dinulot mo, ang ihip ng kalinga mo, binigyang kulay nito ang bawat araw ko. Kulit muli bumabalik ang alaala mo sa'kin. Damdamin ay sumisigla sa tuwing nariyan ka, kailan may di mo iniwan. Nariyan ka, di mo pinabayaan. Nariyan ka, hindi ako mangangamba. Sa hirap o ginhawa pa, ang puso ko'y panatag na pagkat nariyan ka, kailan may di mo iniwan. Nariyan ka, di mo pinabayaan. Nariyan ka, hindi ako mangangamba. Sa hirap o ginhawa pa, ika'y nariyan kailan paman. Bawat pagdaanan ko ay nariyan ka, minamahal kita. Minamahal kita. Kay buti ng Panginoon, ang tulad ko'y binigyan niya ng buhay na puno ng kulay. Naman akong mahiling dahil sa halog niyang walang katulad ng mga magulang.
Kapag ako'y nalulumbay, handa akong kalingain. Kapag ako'y nagkukulang, lawa ang daan sa'kin. Salamat sa Panginoon, pagkat binigyan niya ako ng mga magulang na lubos-lubos ang pagsinta, katulad ng pag-ibig ni Jesus sa mundong ito. Salamat o Panginoon para sa aking ama't ina. Purihin ang Panginoon sa buhay ng aking mga magulang. Di siya nagkulang dahil sa kanilang buhay. Ang aral ni Jesus ay natutunan, ipinamuhay. Kaya't sa aking pagtanda, ang aral ay dala-dala ng piling ni ama't ina, sa puso'y iuukit na. Salamat sa Panginoon, pagkat binigyan niya ako ng mga magulang na lubos-lubos ang pagsinta, katulad ng pag-ibig ni Jesus sa mundong ito. Salamat o Panginoon. Salamat sa Panginoon, pagkat binigyan niya ako ng mga magulang na lubos-lubos ang pagsinta, katulad ng pag-ibig ni Jesus sa mundong ito. Salamat o Panginoon para sa aking ama't ina.
And that's the news that matter. For Steps TV News Center, my name is King. Thank you, enjoy the rest of the day, and be safe.